Hello, my viewers, my participants, my well-wishers, and those who are WBCS primary aspirants, and also those who are going to sit for West Bengal School Service Commission Group C. You must have the basic knowledge of grammar to crack any examination, even including banking, including Police Service Commission, and many other examinations. All types of competitive examinations can be cracked if you have the basic knowledge of grammar. Last night, someone asked me to discuss clause. And I promised that I would discuss clause. However, I should not make my introduction too long or lengthy, and I am going to make it brief so that you may understand very easily. I shall give you a lot of examples. Hello, someone has joined the class, live streaming class. Let your friend know that I am live streaming and let them join. Okay. It is going to be a unique class because it is the basic conception about grammar. I know that all of you are aware of the basic grammar, but I know you have forgotten those basic rules of grammar. That is why I am going to refresh your knowledge of grammar. Welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar, and let us discuss what's the difference between phrase and clause. What's the main difference between phrase and clause? If you face an interview, you will see that you may face a basic question: what is the difference between a phrase and a clause? A phrase is a group of words, but it is also the part of a sentence, but it has no finite verb. So what should be the definition? A phrase is a group of words and the part of a sentence without having a finite verb. There is no finite verb in a phrase. For example, I was walking along the street with my dog behind. So, with my dog behind is a phrase. Good night, sir. Okay. Rajarshi Das. Oh, I am very pleased to have you, Rajarshi, in my class. And you have some other examinations. Yet, if you like, you may stay here and join the class. Okay, so phrase is a group of words being the part of a sentence and without having any finite verb. Okay, with a burden on my shoulder, I was going to market. So, with a burden on my shoulder is a phrase because it has no finite verb. And the finite verb is going. So, let us understand that the phrase is without a finite verb, but it is a group of words. But you should know that there are many categories of phrases. Many categories of phrases. For example, noun phrase. For example, prepositional phrase, and also adverbial phrase. Those who have joined must like, comment, share, and if this video comes to your benefit, you must subscribe. This is my appeal, nothing else. If you subscribe, I shall be highly encouraged and enthused to appear before you with more grammatical items. So let us discuss phrase. Okay, hello, hello, hello. What do you want to say? You may put your question and I will try my level best to give you answer. So let us start. Noun phrase, adverbial phrase, and prepositional phrase. So what is a noun phrase? Remember that I am discussing step by step. I have first discussed phrase, what a phrase is, and I have given you the examples of phrase, and now I am going to categorize phrase. Okay. Now let us speak English fluently, elegantly, and without fumbling or stumbling. Because if you can't think in English, if you can't speak English fluently, you will lose your habit of speaking English or cracking any interview. Okay? So, tonight's class is going to be a class in which I shan't speak any, sir, I understand, if I even think about it, but I don't know how to say it. It is a matter of practice, my dear friend. It is a matter of practice. If you follow your friends, your relatives, your class teachings, and nowadays technology has developed very much, and you see that I am speaking English and I am trying to make you understand what phrase is. So, when I am not speaking Bengali, my mother tongue, you can easily understand that I am habituated with speaking English. Okay. So, I have categorized phrase, noun phrase first, adverbial phrase, and prepositional phrase. Okay? So, what is a noun phrase? I have categorized it into three categories. Okay. What is a noun phrase? A phrase that begins with a noun and may also end with a noun. For example, man eating tiger. Man eating tiger. Man is noun and tiger is noun. So it is a noun phrase. It is a noun phrase. Man eating tiger. Tiger which eats man. Clear? Mango grove. That is grove of mango trees. Grove of mango trees. Okay? Television program. Program or programs shown on television. Okay? Television is noun and programs is noun. Clear? Clay model. Model made of clay. Egg shampoo. Shampoo made from egg. Made from egg. Iron chest. Chest made of iron. All these are noun phrases. Tea garden. Garden of tea plants. Garden of tea plants. All these are the examples of noun phrases. Glass eating fakir. A fakir which eats glass. Okay? Firefighting machine. Firefighting machine. Okay? Firefighting machine. A machine with which one can fight against fire. Firefighting machine. Okay? Tea producing area. Tea producing area. Area that produces tea. Breathing exercise. Exercise of breathing. Okay? Newspaper reading habit. Habit of newspaper reading. All these, are noun phrases. Noun phrases are of three types. If you go deep into grammar, you will be mad and you can't write English then. It's a very difficult job because while you are learning grammar, your aim is to write English correctly, grammatically correct. But if you write first, you will automatically learn grammar. There are two ways of learning grammar. Okay? So, noun phrase. Noun phrase is of three types. Noun plus noun. Noun plus noun plus noun. Noun plus verb plus noun. Okay? These are three types of noun phrase. Now let us come to adverbial phrase. A phrase where there is that acts as an adverb. A phrase or a group of words that acts as an adverb. For example, beggar description. Beggar description. That means to become beyond description. The condition of the flood victims beggar's description. That means becomes beyond description, beggar's description. It is adverbial phrase. Okay. In the evening, the sun is setting in the evening. In the evening, it is time. So adverbial phrase of time. Adverbial phrase of time. In the morning, adverbial phrase of time. At 5 o'clock in the morning, adverbial phrase of time. Okay? Like a thief, adverbial phrase of comparison. Like a thief. Okay? Adverbial phrase of comparison. Adverbial phrase of comparison, like a thief. With a burden on his shoulder. With a burden on his shoulder. Adverbial phrase of condition. Condition. Obostha. Clear? By the riverside, it suggests place. Adverbial phrase of place. In the sunny morning, adverbial phrase of time, etc. Thus, a group of words that acts as an adverb. For example, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of reason, adverb of reason, adverb of comparison, adverb of contrast, etc. So, an adverbial phrase may act as an adverb. Okay? Now come to prepositional phrase. A phrase which is constructed with the help of a group of prepositions. Okay? You may ask or you may type any question and I will give you answer. I have no hesitation. Okay? For example, in spite of, separate words. In spite of, prepositional phrase. Instead of, prepositional phrase. In lieu of, prepositional phrase. On account of, prepositional phrase. All these are phrases. So, noun phrase, adverb phrase or adverbial phrase and prepositional phrase. Now let us come to clause. So I am reminding you of the fact that a phrase is a group of words without having any finite verb or main verb. Now let us come to clause. What is a clause? A clause is also a group of words, and a clause is also the part of a sentence, but with a finite verb in it. With a finite verb in it. Okay? For example, today I have purchased a book which is written by William Wordsworth. Today I have purchased a book which is written by William Wordsworth. So today I have purchased a book is a clause, because here you can find a principal verb or finite verb. Okay? Now You see, hello, who is that boy or who is that? Okay, I am very much pleased to have you in my class. Let us discuss what clause is. So, which is written by William Wordsworth, is also a clause, but it is subordinate clause. Written or is written is also a finite verb. So in both the clauses, you can find a finite verb or principal verb. Naturally, it is very natural that in this sentence there are two clauses. Okay? So a clause is also a group of words and is also a part of a sentence, but without having a finite verb. Okay? Clear? Now, let us come to the point. There are two clauses mainly. Clause is divided into two parts. One is principal clause, that is the main clause, and the other is said hi Subrato Chakravarti. Okay, Subrato, you are welcome to my channel, an easy step to English grammar. It's a very little venture, and if you are benefited by my teaching as per my experience in my classroom teaching, I am sharing my knowledge, my experience with you. You must join, listen to my words, and if you are benefited, you must like, comment, share and subscribe, please. Okay, so principal clause and subordinate clause. What is a principal clause? A clause that can express its meaning without the help of any other clause. That is the main clause. It is the clause that can express its meaning without the help of any other clause. Okay? And what is a subordinate clause? Subordinate, S-U-B-O-R-D-I-N-A-T, subordinate. Subordinate means that depends upon other clause or clauses to express its meaning. I am giving you an example. For example, when I was going to school, I saw 5 kittens in a bush. When I was going to school, I saw 5 kittens in a bush. So, I saw 5 kittens in a bush is the principal clause. It is the clause on which the subordinate clause depends. When I was going to school. Okay. Clear? For example, I know where you take your private tuition in English. I know is principal clause. Where you take your private tuition in English, subordinate clause. So, clause can be divided into main two kinds, principal clause and subordinate clause. That is the main clause and the dependent clause. Now, the subordinate clause can be divided into three kinds or three groups: noun clause or nominal clause, adjective clause or relative clause, okay, adverb clause or adverbial clause. Again, I am repeating: noun clause or nominal clause, adjective clause or relative clause, adverb clause or adverbial clause. So, tonight I have discussed the basic difference between phrase and clause, okay, their definition, their examples, etc., types of phrases, and the main kinds or types of clauses. And what remains is the discussion of noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. And I shall discuss them one after another. And please join my class, participate, like, comment, share and subscribe my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. Today I am ending my lecture, and tonight again I shall discuss noun clause. Noun clause has 5 or 6 categories: subject to the verb, object to the verb, complement to the verb, complement to the preposition, noun in a position or phrase in a position, complement of an adjective. I shall discuss one after another. Thanking all of you. Good night.